There you go. Good memory.
Just wanted to check on Cam and Darrell. It looked like they could give it a full go today.
Everybody's good to go.
And then can you give us an update on Van Jefferson's progress and what you expect from him this week?
Yeah, he's making good progress. We're taking it a day at a time with Van, kind of like what we've said. And so that's where we're at with that. Also, guys voted on captains today. We got 6 captains, 3 from our offense, 3 from our defense. On defense, Aaron Donald, Bobby Wagner, and Jalen Ramsey. On offense, Rob Havenstein, Cooper Kupp, and Matthew Stafford. All great representations of what's right about this place, and it's all about the people. There was a lot of other guys that are definitely great candidates, and just because those are the 6 captains doesn't mean those are the only 6 that we expect to lead the right way day in and day out. But really grateful for those guys, really grateful for this team, and looking forward to, had a good start to the week of preparation, and then they'll be off tomorrow, which will simulate a Tuesday, and then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday will represent Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and September 8th will be here before we know it.
Hey Sean, even with Van Jefferson trying to recuperate, your offense is very stacked. Why this offense would be a lot better this season compared to the last one, or something that doesn't come out?
Yeah, every year's a new year. Have a lot of confidence in these guys, but we got to go earn it every day, Claudia. And so I think, if you said, all right, well, what's been a positive spin on losing a great player in Van that we're really relying on is it's gotten opportunities for Ben Skoranek, for Brandon Powell, for Tutu Atwell to really step up and show what they're capable of. And so obviously we know Cooper and Allen are going to be a big part of our receiving core, but I think those 3 in particular have done a great job of really elevating their level of play. Coach Yarbs and Coach Olson do a great job with that room, and so it's going to be a great challenge starting it off against an excellent defense.
Initial thoughts on the first 53-man roster of the 2022 season?
Yeah, I feel really good about it, and really in my mind, the 53 and the 16 practice squad guys, that's our team. You've got the 69 guys that are a part of this team. 53 kind of goes back and forth. You can flex practice squad guys up a few times during the course of the year, and then you got 48 that you can have up during the game. But feel good about it, and it's one of those deals that it's always evolving. And but right now, very grateful for this team.
Lance McCutcheon, some may point to that first preseason game, but what else did you see that allowed him to make it?
I thought he did a good job, Rashawn, of just demonstrating, consistent play throughout those 3 games. And now the next challenge for him is how do I elevate the complete game, not exclusive to receiver, but also helping out Joe DeCamillis and Jeremy Springer. That's how you give yourself a chance to get a jersey right now with where you're at and where we're at as it relates to the receiving core.
The captains being a player-voted thing, what does it say about Bobby that in his first season here has made an impact on these guys that way?
I think it says what we all probably know from just being around him. Even though it is his first year, he's earned that respect throughout the course of his career, the way he's handled himself, but then the way he came in, had a humility, but a great way about being able to connect in his own way with guys, and then being able to kind of make his presence felt once he feels like, all right, I'm kind of fitting in. And it was so seamless for him by just being Bobby, and it was a really, not at all surprised, but really glad that he's here with us.
Is Jalen playing through any restrictions on the shoulder now?
He's feeling good. To my under, he sure looks damn good out here, and so he's feeling good, and he's going to be ready to roll on the 8th.
What are your initial thoughts on the matchup with the Bills, with them looking at them as an opponent?
It's an excellent team. There's a reason why you see a lot of the outside-in narratives have them as one of the best teams in the NFL, and I think that's earned based on the consistency that they've played with. Got great players, great coaches. They've added some nice pieces on both sides of the football. They're sound in teams, and so the first game of the year is always a unique thing. You got an off season, but they've been able to keep some of their foundational philosophies. I know Ken Dorsey being the coordinator now, but expect them to be able to operate in a similar way with a couple little tweaks and wrinkles here that we've got to be ready to play rules ball and react. And then defensively, they're excellent. They got great personnel. They've added some depth at the corner spot, even though a great player in Tre'Davious White won't be available. They've got great players on all 3 levels of the defense. They're very sound. Coach McDermott and Coach Frazier, tremendous respect for those guys. So it's going to be a great challenge, but one that we're excited about attacking the right way.
With the banner unveiling, it's kind of the last thing from last season. How do you approach that, compartmentalize that with yourself, with the team?
I think it's great to unveil the banner. We've moved on. I think I'll always have great reverence for that team, but this is about 2022. being ready to roll at 5:21 when this thing kicks off at SoFi on the 8th. That's exclusively where my focus and concentration is.
Does it feel like that was like a million years ago?
It does.
Or like it was a couple weeks ago?
It feels like it was a long time ago. It's one that I'll always cherish, but I think if you live in the past, you're going to get exposed in the present. And so we're not going to do that. Our guys are totally focused on being present, being right here, right now, and doing everything in our power to prepare ourselves to be at our best on the 8th.
Sean, what's been the biggest advantage having this extra week after training camp but before the season starts for you?
Well, I mean, it's unique. I mean, I'll take it all day if we're going to be able to play that first game, because usually what that reflects is did something good to end the last season, and so that's a good thing. But really, when you compartmentalize all of this, it's about our preparation for the Bills. We've looked at it where we really had truly 5 days where, today represented the second of our 5 preparation days, and it was a good start, and we've still got a long way to go. Okay, thank you guys. Excuse me.